In the baseball world, a man's success is based off of statistics accumulated during his career. Wins versus losses, playoff appearances, batting titles, Cy Youngs, championships, and more. These are tangible measurements, easy to quantify, and even easier to celebrate. Such achievements deserve recognition, but as we age in this game, we learn that the real measurement of a baseball man is not through statistics, trophies, or rings. A true baseball lifer is measured by the lives he touched, influenced, and directed along his journey. We begin as a kid in our backyard, announcing ourselves coming to the plate in the bottom of the ninth of Game 7. We toss the ball in the air, swing the bat, and drive in the winning run of the World Series. The next day, that same hero from the day before is back in his backyard again. This time, he is on the mound with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Bases are still loaded, and the greatest hitter in the world is at the plate. He goes into his windup and throws his best fastball into a painted box on his garage door and screams, "Strike 3. You're out!" He then makes crowd noises and points to the sky with passion because for the 1,000th time in his young life, he's shined in the moment. Then one day, we are no longer a player. Our heart breaks with the reality that the game we love playing no longer needs our skills. We then realized what a privilege it was to play baseball, and we were gifted the opportunity of serving at the pleasure of the game. But we can't break away from the game. We still want whatever it is willing to give us, so we hang up our spikes and lace up the turfs. We move from inside the lines to the coach's box. We begin to dream differently and have new self-discussions. We no longer will get the winning hit or punch out the most deadly hitter in the game. What we actually start to do is influence young men and become a beacon for direction. Jack Leggett has put up the game's numbers. He is revered as one of the greatest college baseball coaches in decades. Currently, he is our USA 18U National Team Manager. He served as the head coach of the Clemson Tigers from 1994 to 2015, making 21 NCAA appearances, 9 Super Regional appearances, and 6 trips to the College World Series. Throughout his storied career with the Tigers, Coach Leggett compiled a 955 and 480 record. Jack Leggett coached over 140 professional baseball signees, 9 first-rounders, and 25 players who played in the major leagues. His career record as a head coach was 1,332 wins, 770 losses, with 26 NCAA tournament appearances. His 1,332 wins ranks as 9th all-time for Division I baseball. He was named the Atlantic Coast Conference Baseball Coach of the Year in 1994, 1995, and 2006. In 1994, his team won 57 games, a record for the second most single-season wins in ACC history. Leggett served as the head coach for 5 years at the University of Vermont and 9 years at Western Carolina University before arriving at Clemson. Jack Leggett has carved his way into several Hall of Fames. In 2001, the Western Carolina University Athletic Hall of Fame. In 2014, the American Baseball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. In 2015, Jack was inducted into the Vermont Sports Hall of Fame, the State of Maine Athletic Hall of Fame, and the University of Maine Athletic Hall of Fame. Those are such amazing accomplishments to be proud of. Yet for those of us who live inside the baseball world, these numbers do not define a coach. He is a steward of the game, a teacher, a leader of young men, a father figure, a respected statesman, and most importantly, when the student leaves the stable, a friend. 40-plus young men have left Jack Leggett's fold to become an assistant coach or a head coach in the college baseball ranks. 2 of those head coaches competed against each other in the 2018 College World Series, Tim Corbett of Vanderbilt and Eric Bakich from Michigan. Jack Leggett's journey has taken him from his Vermont backyard dreams of superstardom to one of the greatest baseball senior statesmen. We all know his legacy will be presented by the game's numbers. But Jack Leggett, the man, greatest statistic, will always be measured in lives.
Jack, or Coach Leggett to most, has been the most influential person in my life, without question. When it comes to my personal life, but also what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And I believe that I'm reflecting the words of many who've been impacted by him. There are coaches and there are teachers. In my way of thinking, teachers can coach, but not all coaches can teach. And Jack's certainly a teacher, plain and simple. He's always led with his heart. Jack wanted to teach baseball to players who wanted to learn, to lead them through the process of improvement that went far beyond the field of play. But beyond teaching, Jack's charismatic way and his daily passion for what he's doing led naturally to a healthy and passionate environment. And people call this culture today, but in my mind, this was far better than culture. He created an environment where he challenged kids every day to reach their full potential, and coaches, and made it enjoyable. He never took himself seriously, but he took the responsibility of teaching other people's children quite seriously. Just one of hundreds that he's connected with along the way and impacted. Yes, a good coach can change a game, and a great coach can change your life, but a great teacher uses the foundation of sport to do both, and he did. He's one of my best friends, but he's the greatest coach and mentor and teacher that I know. I love that man.